All right.
Yo, what it do? We are back with another.
Do it again. My bad. I interrupted. I interrupted.
We are back with another Flight Team Sports episode.
Yes, sir.
I am TJ the artist.
I am Stephen E, the sports guru.
The homie Benya couldn't be on this episode, but we got a replacement. The homie Diggie. What's up, man?
Not a replace. We got a guest, man. Guest that we might have back, depending on what his.
Oh yeah, not a replacement, but you know what I meant, man.
You know.
Hey man, God bless y'all OGs, man. Bless up, man. I feel great for y'all to have me, man. It's been great. Y'all been doing good.
For sure.
Episodes. So
yeah, you know.
For sure. We gonna start off like this. Give us your. We do this with every guest. And we did this in our first episode. Go ahead and tell us your favorite team and players. You don't really gotta worry about baseball, none of that, because we don't talk about that. To be honest, it's football, basketball over here.
All right. Well, I can say my favorite basketball team is, of course, it's LA Lakers. You got the greatest player of all time, Kobe Bean Bryant, from the Froby to the 81. To the 24, hands down, greatest to me. Football, okay. I'm from Florida, so I gotta represent the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
You from Florida? You go to Tampa. You still got Jacksonville. You still got Miami. You talk about you from Florida.
I can tell you the background story. So of course college football, I'm a Florida State fan.
Okay, so I rep that.
My first favorite player from Florida State was Warrick Dunn, and Warrick Dunn got drafted to who? The Bucks. Yeah, okay. So I was like, bet. I like the Bucks.
Okay, so you just followed them. Okay.
I just followed. Yeah.
Respect.
What else? Out there. Well, all collegiate sports. I'm a Florida State and FAMU HBCU fan. So.
All day, every day.
Seminoles and Rattlers. I'm a collegiate fan with all sports. I don't care if it's ballet or swimming polo. I'm going to represent them.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna get into these NBA playoffs. We're gonna start with the sweeping of the Denver Nuggets. We ain't gonna talk about the Nets just yet. We're gonna get into that. But as of right now, do you feel, I got a question for y'all, because the Suns are now in the Western Conference Finals. I personally have already said that Chris Paul should have been the MVP.
We all agree.
You said that as well. But here's the question for you. Do you think they had an easy road because of injuries?
No. But I'm gonna let Diggie go ahead. You go.
I mean,
Diggie, go ahead.
I feel like they had their. You got to think about it. If you looked at from last year up to now, it was like pathway for them to go to the deep in the playoffs. They went 8-0 in the bubble with a young squad. They only added Chris Paul to be a general. Now they probably didn't expect Chris Paul to put up 24, 37 points like that. They just like made him a facilitator, like he's a leader. But I feel like Chris Paul being a dog in him, he like, if I could get past Bron in the West, I know I can get past the West regardless. I mean, with the Denver Nuggets, Jamal Murray is a good player, but I feel like they still would have got him in 6, honestly, to me.
What you think, Steve?
I'm gonna have to stop right there. I think if Murray was playing, the game would have been differently.
Okay.
Because you could tell, and we've been talking, here and there, our little, group chat or whatever, but the difference with the Nuggets not having Murray is like known. Like we see it from the get-go. Like you can see the holes. They did they couldn't do a lot of pick and roll plays. They couldn't really, a lot of their system was like more so some isolation. They try to do a triangle offense here and there. I seen Joker try to do a few things, but he was kind of trying to contribute and passing the ball. Obviously, the last game, I think the game before last, he had 20 rebounds. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he did.
So it's like really the offensive scoring and the rebound was all him. Mind you, they got a whole bunch of 6'11", 6'10", you know what I'm saying? But none of them were really a key factor. But if Murray was there, he's able to distribute the ball. He's able to score. He can give you easy 30 points. You know what I'm saying? And he's a facilitator. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's able to give the Joker options, easy buckets, while the Joker can go ahead and do his thing. So imagine if Joker had his what was it, like? I think it was 20 and 20 or 30 and 20.
It was 30 and 20.
30 and 20. That's crazy. With 14
and
assists,
10.
I think.
Let's not forget a 10. He had a triple double
as a center.
He had 10 assists.
And then imagine if you had a Murray with that to give you another about, let's say, 25 points with 6 rebounds and maybe 8 assists. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you're focused on them two. Then you got, Michael Porter Jr. over here on the outside. You're not going to be worried about him too much. You know what I'm saying? So that was a key factor when you're zoning on one key player most of the time, which they bodied the Joker when they could. But it was a good series in my opinion.
I mean, I'm gonna say that, but even with the Phoenix Suns, I feel like they still would have got it because it's like you never seen so many X factors on like one team. When I
who's the X factors?
I mean, you have that. I mean, you had Cameron Payne, you had Jay Crowder.
You talking about the Suns?
I know, but I'm saying
they the role players that showed.
They showed like consistently showed up. Like these wasn't like, oh, we looking for the third player or something. Like we had 5. The 4th player, the 5th player, the 6th player to go ham and had their good little run within like what the 3rd quarter, something like that. I mean,
that's where that's Chris Paul right there. But I'm gonna tell you what I think about they run or whatever. I do not think they would have made it past LA if AD was playing. I'm gonna say that, but I do believe they're very good. I don't want to take away from them playing good because of injuries, but it's like I didn't see them getting past first round if AD played. Now, as far as the Nuggets, let's just say AD did play and they did win. The Nuggets, I still feel I kind of side with both of y'all. It would have been a different series if Murray played. I'm thinking 7, and I think the Suns get it.
If Murray was playing?
I think it goes 7, and I think the Suns get it off of Chris Paul's experience, off just that alone. He also has mastered a part of the game that everybody thought was lost, which is the mid-range game.
Yep.
And you see them little tools be adding up.
He just had his last game, the elimination game. He had 37 points, no threes.
37. And he got him up out of there, and it was all mid-range.
But that's how you supposed to play the game.
To his same spot every time. And they just, it's the new age of basketball. So it's threes or drive to the basket. That's it.
Yep.
He did everything.
And Paul said, nah, I'm gonna stop right here. I'm gonna stop right here at this free throw line. And I'm gonna shoot this jumper because you don't know what I'm finna do. But I'm gonna shoot this right here. But I'm glad that they got there because last year they was the worst team.
Nah, not last year. Last year they were. Listen, they showed that they were on the roll.
Up in the bubble before the bubble happened. They was last. Before the bubble happened, they was. And then think about this too. They went to the bubble and didn't even have a chance to get to the playoffs. They just went in there just to do it.
So would you say that them going 8-0, having a good run in the bubble, and they did make the playoffs, that made the people feel like, we need a play-in tournament for that?
No, the play-in tournament was already
established.
It was established before the bubble.
But I was saying, but if it was established in the bubble, of course we know they would have been in the playoffs.
They should.
No. I'm saying they did it. They did it for the bubble, but they went without a chance to get into the playoffs. They just went to the bubble. They was like, y'all want to play, and they was like, yeah. And they just went 8-0, and they couldn't even going 8-0. They couldn't get in the playoffs. So it's just like that's because of how bad their record was.
I don't know, man. I feel like they showed, they gave us highlights of what they were gonna do. So now you added Chris Paul. He's basically the driver. You got everybody. You got the people that gonna come out there and and do what they got to do, change the tire real quick. You know what I'm saying? Check the engine oil and all that other stuff. But you got the driver. Once you got the driver, the car gonna run. You got brand new tires and young boys. You know what I'm saying?
And then not only that, bro, this team listens to him. Like he don't have players.
Of course, they all young.
I mean, I'm saying,
he ain't got nobody on at his age to combat with him.
But I'll say, think about his, like you say, think about his recent teams when he had James Harden. Oh, I'm all-star, I'm six man. I only listen to you. Even when he had Blake Griffin, I'm all-time defense. I'm this and that. I only listen to you. Don't get me wrong. Devin Booker is a strong, great too. All-star.
He's a star. He ain't a superstar.
Yeah, he's a star.
I personally don't think he's a 2. I think he's just a 1 with the facilitator guy on the other side of him.
Okay.
So 1A. I'll say 1A.
Because think about it. You don't consider KD a 2 to Steph Curry when he was with the Warriors, do you?
What do you mean, as a 2 guard or as a second option?
No, I'm saying as the second option. That's what you meant by 2 when you said Devin Booker, right?
Yeah, like 2, like
See, okay. If you wouldn't consider KD a 2 to Steph Curry when Steph Curry was the facilitator, really. He just needed a ball handler. But we all recognize him as the number 1 guy. That's how I think of Devin Booker. Yeah, that's how I think of Devin Booker. So like CP is the leader, but as far as the number 1 guy, I don't think he's the number 1 guy. I think he's just he facilitates, understands the game, the flow of the game, and things like that. And then Devin Booker's.
I guess I say that because if you look outside in, it's also the resume. His credentials,
resume wise,
everything. One guy. So, but I definitely get what you're saying. Like it is Booker. Like this is the team for Booker and everything. It was made surrounded around Booker. Right. If you really think about it, they had a great opportunity to get a general who can still ball, at 36. Who can definitely still ball on this level. And
he's one of the last legit.
I think he's a third option.
Oh, who you got him behind?
Ayton.
Did they got it? Like Ayton get his.
Remember, he young too. He only like 22, 23.
He gets his in the Florida game. Yeah. I like Ayton's game. Yeah. He's not the one to like throw the hand up, give me the ball right now from the cook. He's not that. He's just gonna get his through the game, and I like
that's
that.
Why I say he's a 2 guy. Yeah. He's a 2 guy. Yeah. Remember, he what was he like? First overall pick or something like that? Second overall pick?
Yeah.
I'm not coming in. You draft me this high to be a third option? No, not happening. They drafted me 3 years ago to be a 1.
I mean, right. But if I was him, man, if I see a upcoming legend coming through my building and everything, I'll take the back seat.
Because I know this taking the back seat though. Remember, if Booker's the 1, he the 2.
Yeah.
CP is just
he's a general, man.
You know what I'm saying? So he's just putting he's the glue. He's the glue.
Uh-huh. So definitely. Where will y'all put his legacy? Where will y'all put his legacy if he get a ring?
Oh, he Hall of Fame. He's already first ballot.
Yeah, first of all, he's already Hall of Fame, but it's gonna like solidify the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it's like no question. He don't have to win no more.
It won't. Now it moves into first ballot if he gets one.
No, he's first ballot regardless. He's first ballot regardless.
And also top blank point guards of all time. Top blank. I don't know what number y'all would say.
Point guards, he's number 3 of all time.
CP.
Number 3. You can't go no lower than 3. He can't be 1 because you already know like 1 and 2 are locked
Johnson.
Up. You know, I mean, I like Isaiah Thomas. You know what I'm saying? That's a point guard.
I'm gonna say top 5 because right now, because I like Steve. He's not a point guard. Steve. No. I don't have Steph in there. But as far as like point guards, like the old school point guard, CP is like one of the last old school point guards. You know what I mean? So if I'm thinking in that mindset, you got Magic, Isaiah, you got Steve Nash, John Stockton,
Penny,
CP.
CP kind of better than Penny though, man. I don't know because Penny, his game, he was a huge point guard. He was like 6'8". So like 6'7".
His game was he's 6'7". He was dang near like a shooting guard at point guard, but he still was dishing and diming. So it's like
I mean, but that's
and then we couldn't even see the full potential of Penny because he got hurt. So
but I'll say you saying that it's like when you say the height and everything, it's like shoot, Magic play all 5
but Magic was pass first.
I don't think Magic came in there to be a point guard though when they drafted him.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
I think he always been a point guard.
I don't know.
By the way,
my heart don't tell me that.
Little score check. The Clippers are trouncing the Jazz. It's 40-17.
Who's up? They up?
The Clippers are up.
Then they were playing with us this whole series, yo.
Let's move into that series
I'm
real
upset
quick.
right now.
Let's move away from the Suns. Congratulations to the Suns on going to the Western Conference Finals. But now we're over here with the Utah Jazz versus the Clippers.
Oh,
we got 10 minutes. We're just going,
yeah.
Utah Jazz versus the Clippers. I thought that the Jazz was just gonna come in here and get it in like 5 or 6, but how the Clippers are just like turning it on all of a sudden is like, what is going on?
Because I feel like it really got to their head where if they lose this series, they know they're gonna be the joke of the league. Like
they playing.
We talk.
You think they playing with us?
Go ahead, Dig. I ain't mean to interrupt. I just feel like
You think they just playing with their food the whole time?
I don't think so. I don't think it was playing. I just feel like it got more pressure because it's like last year we said, hey, this is the team that got to go to the finals. Then not only how you got eliminated, it's how you got eliminated last year. Like you had a 3-1.
Yeah, that was embarrassing.
And then all the games you lost by like you was ahead 15 points, and then you couldn't make nothing after that. So it's like you got embarrassment of elimination. Now coming in, all right, cool. You in the playoffs, of course. You have to look who you got still. And then not only that, it's like, okay, y'all finna lose again. Again.
Like I said, I think it was just a mental health issue that caused them not to, do well in the bubble. That's my opinion. I feel like PG really.
That's kind of.
I don't know. I feel that's like like you see the same people every day, and I'm saying I'm just being honest. You see the same people every day. These people are married. They got kids and all that. Can't go nowhere. You just go straight to the. I mean, you get bored. You're like, man, I just want to get up out of here. I don't care no more. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I feel like that's the only reason, but I could be wrong. Don't listen to me.
I mean,
what I saw in the bubble is it's a combination of all of that. And it also was like to a point where Doc Rivers wasn't even making no adjustments.
No,
he wasn't trying to stop the bleeding at all. And it just kept going until they blew a 3-1 lead, which Doc Rivers has done before. So it's like, it just looks like that. Again. Then it happens and it's like, okay, y'all just put everything on these Clippers. These was the clip. They finna take over LA, blah, blah, blah. And then that happens. Now, then you carry that mindset about the Clippers over into this season, and it's like, y'all about to do it again. Y'all about to just lose. Y'all had Luka out here doing one-legged three-point shots and shit.
With a messed up neck.
He was literally by himself, and he took y'all to 7.
Too small.
Calling Pat Bev. He played Pat Bev off the court. Pat Bev ain't even play no more. That's how bad he was cooking them. They had to take him completely off the floor. Then you come over to this series and you like, oh, they done lost 2 straight. It's finna happen all over again. And this time the Jazz are a better team. But
is Donovan playing though?
Yeah, Donovan's playing, but Michael Conley's not playing.
Let me hit up my sources.
Your sources.
The internet.
But nah, Donovan's playing, but Conley's not playing. Conley hasn't been playing. He has a hamstring.
Do you think the game would have been different with Conley?
I think they would have still won the first 2. Now these next 2, I don't know, because they just blowing them out. And when certain teams just have like that switch is on,
it's over.
You can't nobody beat.
But you gotta hit a dag on them for them.
But I'm saying we don't seen Clippers blow leads like this before though.
No, I understand. And that game's not over. But what I'm saying is when a team is hot for the night, when they have like a 40-point quarter or 60-point quarter, or they shoot 33s and make them, like, nobody's beating them. It don't matter who's on the other side of that. Facts. When they just shooting good, they're just shooting good. You know what I mean? So the Clippers got this. They went home and gave them 2 dubs. It looked like it's going to be a dub. So I'm going to just go ahead and say series tied 2-2. if we post this video and somehow they lost the game that's being played right now,
it's all you because I ain't say nothing.
3 and it's 3-1 when we wake up. Clippers, y'all might well just hang your jerseys up. Go ahead, take them to the cleaners. Go ahead and tell Ty Lue, you know what I'm saying? It was nice playing for you, but I'm probably gonna get traded. Listen, right. I don't think y'all realize, like, if the Clippers lose at any point in this that's PG not gone. In the finals, they gonna blow this team up.
They're gonna do it regardless. Though. Say this. I'm going ahead and say this.
You think they're gonna blow it up regardless?
If they lose, they gotta blow it up so big that they gotta move out of LA. You gotta go to you gotta go to a unknown city in California. I don't know what unknown city out there, but they can't belong in LA no more, bro.
That's the Hollywood Clippers.
Okay. Yo, OG.
He told him that they gotta leave the whole LA.
OG. That's like saying this, bro. You got a roommate, right? You got a roommate. Okay. Now your roommate is just not keeping up with the responsibilities like rent, all this type of stuff. Like you've been doing this forever and everything, and now it's like, you don't got a good job now. I see you got benefits, and you still can't put that to the table. You gotta go, bro. You gotta go.
But he said they gotta move out of LA.
Not even like
they gotta go somewhere.
They gotta be. What if they be the new Seattle Supersonics?
That might happen.
I think that'd be dope if they be like, all right, Clippers, we're gonna give y'all this chance, right? We're gonna make
Seattle Clippers.
The Seattle Supersonics. Now they gotta keep the Seattle Supersonics.
Okay.
We got to do away with the Clippers altogether.
Kawhi gonna say, you know what? I'm about to load management this whole season. I ain't playing. That's what he's gonna say.
Listen, man. I'm telling
you, they're gonna blow it up regardless. Honestly, it's just gonna happen.
Win or loss,
because of the fact that they don't got no solid point guard. They need a point guard. You can't rotate Reggie Jackson and Pat Bev and all these things right there. Just like Rondo, there's too much going on.
Rondo not even getting no dang playing time for what he on the team for.
But Reggie's the one that's obviously upgraded. Remember, Reggie was like the third option. I mean, second option.
Why Reggie's in? Reggie's in because he can score.
Yeah, they need that though.
Rondo can score, but he's not there for that.
He said the defense is felicitate the offense.
The offense, yeah.
But I think they're gonna blow it up regardless. They know their holes. Like you got PG, you got what's the name, Kawhi. You got all these things. You know what I'm saying? All they really need is a solid point guard, somebody that's gonna be able to bring the ball down the court.
They need somebody that they gonna listen to.
Damian Lillard.
If they do that,
but it's over.
Just wrap the season up.
Wrap the season up. Wrong LA team. Dame to Lakers, dog.
He never going to Lakers. I promise you that. He's
never going nobody. Let's just say that. He's
gonna end up leaving. But that's
it's a more better
Orlando.
That's not happening. You might as well call that up.
Closing up the Utah and Clipper talk. I personally would like to see the Clippers get bounced again, but I cannot deny that team is good. Having Kawhi and PG, especially when PG act right, they're a tough team. Then you got the twin hitting corner threes. Then they finally playing Luke Kennard after they done gave him all that money. He sat down in the first round a lot, and they finally put him in the game. So
it's crazy. Yeah. I'm just looking at the all first team and all second team defense. I don't know if y'all saw that. Yep.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy because they got Kawhi on there, but they don't got PG. That means that's to tell you something. PG ain't playing defense.
Well, and Kawhi was on the second team.
I know this is wild because we was on topic, but they got first team. They got Gobert, they got Simmons, Draymond, they got your boy Giannis, and they also got Drew Holiday.
Okay. Oh, so Giannis and Drew.
Yep. They're on first team. That's
crazy. First team together. That's wild.
And then second
team.
And then
second team,
you got it right.
I see it right here. Yeah, Jimmy, Kawhi. Who is this? Thibault? Bam Adebayo and Joel Embiid. Thibault from Philly is on here. I don't even know who that is.
I know who that is. He was a rookie, I think, 2 years ago or a year ago.
Okay.
So the first team got 2 Bucks and the second team got 2 Heat. That's what it is.
That's what it looked like.
Second team got 2 Heat and 2 Philly.
Oh,
first team got 1 Philly. So that means they got 3 defensive players.
Supposed to be. Yeah, but let's get. That's a good segue because to that series because Atlanta just won tonight by 3 points.
And they got 3 defensive.
Philly versus Atlanta.
And second. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't know what to do with Ice Tray. Let me see if I can find the stats. What do y'all think about Atlanta, though? Any one of y'all can take it away?
I didn't think Atlanta was going to get as far as they did. It's a shocker to me to even see them in the second round. I thought New York had that.
I think
we all had picked New York too.
Yep,
we picked New York.
I think we all picked New York.
It's like one of those March.
Atlanta.
It's like one of those March Madness unpredictable. Like right now, the Heat look like the Cinderella team with Trey being the forefront of it.
Hawks.
I mean, Hawks and stuff. So I mean,
you said Heat. I got
you. My bad. Appreciate it. So the Hawks, A-Town. So I feel like, I mean, Ice Tray just coming, having growth in the playoffs, man. I mean, we seen him do this in the regular season, but he's coming in full form in the playoffs, man. This dude
Ice Tray's a problem.
He is, dog. And with the Philly, don't get me wrong, Philly, they may have 3 defensive players and stuff, but it does always come down to buckets. And the stats today was what he went 0 for 12 in the second half.
Crazy.
Like
Embiid just went freaking cold.
But
he's shown that before. Do you all remember a game where he had no points? I forgot who they was playing. He legit had 0 points, but he played like 30 minutes. I was like, what Embiid? What is this? He didn't get hurt or none of that. He just had 0 points. But let me read off these stats. So Ice Tray had 25 points, 18 assists. The Bogdanovich guy, the shooter, had 22. And then you have 14 from Collins, 10, and then 12 from Capella. Now on the other side, you have 20 from Tobias Harris. Shout out to Orlando Magic. And then you got 17 Embiid and then 17 Curry. Ben Simmons had 11. So, yeah. What I think is the problem with him is, and I know it sounds like a broken record. Ben Simmons can't shoot, and I'm tired of it.
It's not gonna get him far, man. Especially not in this NBA, man.
Yeah.
You got to be able to score points.
Yeah.
You're too big. Like you the same height as KD. How you telling me you can't shoot? Like it's crazy to me. Giannis shooting threes. There's no excuses. Giannis shooting threes.
What I feel like it is, I don't even care if he miss them. Don't be scared. Don't be scared to shoot. We just want you act like you might make it. That's all I need. Just have confidence in but like he just not even trying. Like, what are you doing in the offseason? I want to see his offseason workout. I want to see what it is because
I'm gonna try to say
free
this.
Throws, bro.
I'm gonna try to say this. I'm gonna try to say that. Hopefully, I can say it correctly. I want him to be more of a scorer than a shooter. And the reason why I say that because I want to have all the mechanics and techniques to be an actual scorer. Like you say, he's a big guy. Why you don't have a good post move fade jump? Or why you don't have a floater? Why you don't have
exactly
like we not ask you to wait for the ball and shoot. No, we want you to ISO that thing. Like we want you to feel the feet, have some good footwork to be a scorer and stuff. It's like you can't even get that. We don't care. We don't want you out there to go
from the 3-point line. None of that.
Yeah, 13 for 27 for the 3-point line. Bruh, go get your points in the square. Go get your points on the elbow.
Man. When he came out from LSU, they were cloning him to be a LeBron. That's what they said. They were talking like that's
what they was doing, but the man don't even attempt to shoot the three.
They say it's a psychological thing, like where he kind of like he's scared. He get anxiety when it's time for him to shoot. That's why he doesn't shoot. He rather drive it in or pass the ball.
But peep this, bro. His first year in the league, he didn't even play.
Yep.
Because he was hurt that whole time.
He won Rookie of the Year when he played.
Yeah. Then one rookie. That's on some rule book. Yeah, that was trash. But you've been in the league this long, and you don't even have a go-to move jumper, a mid range. Can't free throws.
That's what I want him to do. I want him to mid range. If he gets a mid range, it's over for the league.
Mm-hmm.
Bump the threes, bro. Bump the three. Give me a mid range dribble pull up. A simple dribble pull up. I want him to work on one dribble pull up all season. Just one from the same side. Do that and then you put that in the game. He was like, oh, he can do a dribble pull up. Just to the left. He left-handed. Do it to the left.
If he gets a mid range, I'm telling you now, yo, he gonna be MVP candidate.
Who are you? What are you waiting for? You've been in the league this long. You would think that a basketball player might, put basketball first because that's where his money comes from. Right. And you will work on that. Like, if I couldn't shoot, I would be shooting my ass off.
Shooting the gym out. Shooting the top off the gym, boy.
Listen, I will be until I can get somewhere or find us. Everybody got a sweet spot on the court. I know you got one. You just got to find it.
Yeah, I'm shooting 15 straight before I leave. If I miss one, I'm starting over.
You for instance, you think Curry been shooting them half court shots? No, he practices that
since he was a kid, though.
And then they got a clip of him hitting 103 threes in a row. What kind of? And I might be short selling it. It might be more than that.
Right.
Like
even his brother can shoot. Like it's crazy. Steph Curry.
It's just crazy. Like, bro, just go practice, bro.
Yeah, just practice your
just an hour a day.
Yeah.
Just go practice, bro. Like, but man.
I'm gonna say this too.
Because real quick. I was watching the end of that game. He was sitting down on the bench.
Yeah.
You can't even help your team win because you over on the bench.
Now I'm gonna say this.
Go ahead.
His partner in crime gotta take the fault too, because I feel like as a big man, I get it in the new era now, big man they can shoot threes and whatever. I get it.
I don't like it.
But I feel like Embiid relies. I feel like Embiid, his size, his shoulders and everything, he still relies on his shooting than actually getting inside the paint and being dirty. Like
I think he does do it though.
Not when it's important. Like I feel like when it's crunch time, when it's Embiid night, he wanna float and he wanna be at the three. I get you want to razzle dazzle. Yeah, you want to razzle dazzle, but I haven't yet to see barbecue chicken from Embiid. I seen lemon pepper.
I think
like lemon pepper
because he said lemon pepper. I think because we came up in the era where all the big men were straight post, straight
in that box,
and low key power forwards was just the second center back in the day, and then
they were on
it
top
got
of
to a point where
top of the key, but on top of that,
then it got to
box.
a point where that era we got a chance to see the era of Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Chris Webber. Then Dirk popped in, and that's when stuff started to switch.
Right.
But Dirk was doing it for a long time, though.
Rasheed Wallace, players like that can shoot the ball at that power forward position. But we always had a center still. Chris Bosh, can't forget him. Then we still had a center, but now they're basically moving that 4 spot to the 5 spot, and that's how we get players like Embiid that's shooting from 3-point land and stuff like that. So it's kind of we got brought up in when we think center, we think Shaq. We think center, we think Alonzo.
I ain't gonna lie, that's what I think.
Patrick Ewing. Yeah, like that's what we think. We think post guy controlling the paint, booming on people. That's what we think of when we think of center. So now these days, everything moves to shooting. Now we think of Embiid and other players like that. So.
I would say if Embiid loses 25 to 30 pounds, Nobody's stopping him.
If he lose a little bit of weight,
yes, nobody's stopping Embiid. That's gonna be a Giannis with better shooting skills.
with a shot. With a shot.
And I keep saying that.
Crazy.
If he does
he's
lose 30
a little
pounds,
slower though. He a little slower though.
Because he got all that weight. Slower. You think Giannis move fast?
You think that's going to his knee problems?
Yeah.
That might be part of his knee problem because of weight.
OG, I'm sorry, but if old dude be more aggressive, I feel like he'll be the most dominant player. Dude from Dallas. He was in the John Wick movie. He was in the John Wick.
Boban.
If he get more aggressive, if he get more aggressive, who started Boban? If he had the aggressive mentality, who's stopping Boban?
Boban like 7'11", bro. That boy so tall, dog. He like 7'11", bro. You saw him palm a basketball?
Yeah, he like this.
It looked like this. It looked like this, dog. This how Boban get that. He get that bitch like this and then just hold it up and can't nobody get it.
He can't even lay up. Like he just be.
Bro, to me, dog, I feel like he don't practice basketball skills. I feel like he be practicing with volleyball because the only thing he do is just tap stuff in.
He just tap it. He just tap it back in.
He just tap it in,
bro. But I think what's his problem is he actually just too big, bro. He can't move like that. When he go up and down the court, he's still slow. Like Taco Fall, he's huge too, but they just can't move like that because they're too. Yeah, they're just too big. Like there's like if they just got a little bit shorter,
so those
7'2", 7'3", maybe we'll see more.
I mean, I think it's easy for us to say because we not them.
Yeah, we ain't up there. So
it's probably hard.
But so will you say that those guys like the Taco and the Boban, they would have worked in the 90s and early 2000s?
They would get bodied.
Nah, it'll be just like how
they'll get crushed. What?
Really? Manute Bol. You know how Manute Bol was?
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, like they just be huge.
Yeah, I was 7'5".
But say Yao Ming was doing his thing though. Even Shaq said that was his most competitive.
But he got hurt.
He was getting hurt because he was too big.
And then
he had foot problems.
Yeah.
You too big, and then you getting bodied by other big bodies.
Yeah, you can't
do that.
You got a better chance of being that big in today's era because you can't barely touch people no more.
What?
Like you would want to. But back in the day, it was all body to body. You better put your forearm up because it's about to be a long day for you. They leaning
thinking
all
about
on
that
you.
too. If a lot of these cats probably wouldn't play in the old era. I say cats like I'm old school. These boys would not be able to play.
No, we are old school if you think about it because Trae Young, them boys younger than us.
Right.
That's crazy.
They younger than us.
But I feel
we watching people that's younger than us, bro.
I don't care. I like it.
It has changed because we was always watching people that was older than us who think about it. Bron just 36, 37. That's 4-5 years away from us.
And they calling him
5-6 years away from us.
Old.
They calling him old, so you already know what's up.
But I mean, I just feel like, a lot of these like AD, I think AD will be able to play. Mm-hmm. Joker, I think will be able to play, but he won't be able to get that many rebounds and that many assists. Especially playing with a Shaq. Imagine that. Shaq, he's probably gonna get 10 points, 15 points, and that's that.
Okay.
Shaq is going
okay, so
that.
what I think if Jokic play the same exact way he's playing now, if Jokic playing the same exact way he's playing now, back in the day, he would be
if he played
he would be the start of the stretch five. If he played the way he plays now back in the day, because nobody's seen it. Like when Dirk got there, that's when stuff, because he started like putting that line back to that
7'1", yeah.
Mm-hmm. So if Jokic played in that era, he would just be the start of it. If the coach lets him do it, because back in the day, Biggs didn't let them do that. So if they let him do that, he would have been a start, and we might be looking at Jokic in a different light. Well, he the MVP, so he would have probably got MVP back then. It would just been in a different way.
I don't think he's gonna get that many like what he does now with that. Nah, not the 90s type of dudes.
I think they would have touched him up a few times. I think they would have touched him up a few times.
Boy, they're gonna swing on that boy. What? Touch him.
They're gonna get into his head a little bit more.
What?
But, you know,
So that chest,
shout out,
shout out, chest would have been hurting.
What?
That chest would have been hurting.
They finna get him some problems, boy. But all right. Yeah. Let's get into the last one. Philly and Atlanta. Do y'all think Atlanta can actually upset Philly?
No.
Real quick before we get into it.
Nah.
I'm sorry to say that, but
I don't think so.
It's very great entertainment. Trey is giving us everything that we
he giving us old school basketball.
Yeah, but Philly's Philly, man. Like we can't but it comes to reality, I feel like Philly can win that.
Yeah, Philly gonna win that. Now if they go to the Eastern Conference, it's gonna be different.
Yeah.
They gotta play way better than whoever they play.
Then Utah Clippers is probably gonna be tied
who Philly gonna play who Philly gonna play in the Eastern Conference Finals?
Milwaukee or Brooklyn?
I know why he said that.
The who?
Milwaukee or Brooklyn.
And that's the goal. We're gonna go back to the next.
Wait. Utah. All right, real quick. Utah or the Clippers. They're probably gonna be tied after the night, and they going back to Utah.
Remember, I've been riding Utah, so I'm gonna say Utah. I'm not gonna change.
Yeah, since the beginning. Okay. What you think, Diggy?
Even though I'm gonna go with Clips.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Clips.
And I want the Clippers to lose, but
yeah, that's what my heart says I want them to lose, but my mind gonna be like it's Kawhi and Paul George.
Which would be the better? Okay, once they go off, you can't stop it. Okay,
you can't stop them.
Real quick before we get into the Brooklyn Nets and Milwaukee one, which matchup will be better for Phoenix out of Clippers and Utah? Real quick.
I don't know. The Suns, I think, can play with anybody. At this point, they can play with anybody. Whoever they bring their way, nobody's gonna stop Kawhi. Now, I can say that much. But CP is gonna be able to run any point guard that come that one position. He gonna get his easy 25, 30 points.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I think we all on the same page there. I think
they can stop PG. They can stop PG. They can hold PG.
They're probably gonna put Jay Crowder on him, just get on his nerves.
And he's gonna get on his nerves, and that we're gonna pull out one of them braids.
All right, let's get into what we thinking. First of all, I just would like to say that even though Kyrie got hurt, y'all still got the great Bruce Brown.
Y'all act like he not like that boy's solid.
No, but the reason I said that is because the game on the line. You got Kyrie and KD on the court.
We talked about it. Yeah.
That boy said, it's my time.
He said, "Oh boy, I'm about to be on Sports Center clutch moments."
He said, "Oh my God, boy!" When I saw that, boy, I was like, "Are you serious?" Come on, bro. I think that it goes along with how Mike D'Antoni and Steve Nash run their offense, which is a free-flowing offense. Mm-hmm. And because I don't think they have established roles, that's why he did that. If there was an established role, like, boy, you ain't that. You do this. So when the game online, we don't need you doing this.
I ain't gonna lie. All he had to do was get the ball. First of all, the inbounds play was Blake Griffin's fault. Let's not go there.
That was
Blake Griffin.
Start there.
He wanted to be cute. Like, if you could not pass to nobody, call a timeout and we could redo it. Remember, I think we had like one more or two more timeouts after that. All he had to do was just say, you know what? Nobody open. KD or Kyrie not open. Joe Harris not open. Whatever. You can't be mad at that because that position counts. We only got like 15 seconds on the clock. So that's one. Then on top of that, Bruce fumbled. That ball went all the way from one side of the court all the way to the other side. Bounced all the way. I'm like, bro, you telling me you didn't get the ball now. Now Kyrie had to run up and try to help him out. And I thought they were going to run into each other. It was about to be a collision. They about to take the ball, fast break, dunk it, over. I about to slam the TV in the ground if I seen that. But at that moment, it's a lot of different things that shouldn't have happened. Like Bruce Brown shouldn't have been the one during the inbounds play that they were passing to. He should have set the pick for Kyrie so Kyrie can get off, get the ball, do his little 1-2, go for the 2, not the 3. I think 3 was to tie it. So maybe I'm wrong. No, 2 was to win.
3 to tie, 2. No. 2. I believe 2 was no, because they got
when
fouled.
He missed it, remember
that,
they got the ball back.
Yeah,
and
they got
they had a timeout.
They got the ball back, and then there was a foul. Yeah.
So all we had to do was a 2. I think we probably would have won the game because it was tied already, and I think they won because we missed the inbound play, and they scored again.
Mm-hmm.
So all we had to do was make a 2-pointer or layup or whatever, draw the foul, boom, over, game over right there. Remember, KD was dagger. That right there, I was hyped.
He did. He hit a huge shot.
It was over.
He hit a huge shot.
Blake wanted to come in and wanted to be cute like he. Boy, you the 5th option, boy. Better.
My whole thing was, it was just so funny to see like somebody else saying, "This is my time. I don't care what y'all think. I'm doing this."
For his defense, he probably didn't realize how many seconds he had on the clock. He probably was like, "I gotta go now. I see a hole. There was a hole there."
Yeah, and then he took it, but it's still like, man, would you rather him miss it or KD miss it or Kyrie miss it?
Everybody but him. I'd rather Joe Harris miss.
Okay, let's get into
Jack of Joe.
What everybody
remember, he had poor shooting too.
Yeah, let's get into what everybody's thinking. Kyrie went down and the Bucks tied the series.
Giannis did that on purpose.
And you think? But explain that real quick. Explain
First
this.
of all, he's going up for the layup. Why would you throw your body in there and then he has no landing space? Isn't that automatic foul if it's a 3-point shooter at the line?
3-point shooting at the line, not
it doesn't matter though.
They never put that rule in for the layup.
That's self-explanatory. He never came down. He coming down and you come in the lane of him coming down and touching the ground. All right, man. So what happened? His foot touched Giannis' foot. Big ass size 19 hit his little ass, size 12. That's crazy. That's crazy. He was in his lane. He had no way of coming down.
Yeah, I mean it's a conspiracy rule, and like what Tim said, it's like they made that for the 3-pointers, but they ain't really care for it. It's not even too many rules right now for the paint and everything, because like you said, we in the era that we're shooting and everything. So anything that go in the paint, it's like, well, what y'all think? Yeah, that's a foul or that's not a foul. I don't know. So it's like, it's like with the paint, it's so topsy-turvy. I don't know, man. It's just crazy when it comes to that. But you're right. Under the feet, I feel like anything. If an offensive person land on somebody's feet, defense should get penalized for that. I don't know. It's still a talkative if it's gonna be a flagrant or a regular foul. That's a debate. I feel like they gotta talk about that in the off season. That's just gonna be something that the world go stop if they can make a final decision on that.
Right. And then speaking on that with the foul thing, it's like I feel like they allow too many players to want to cry to the ref, and that kind of disrupts the game. I don't know. You said foul, and that's been on my mind forever. Like I hate that a seventh man coming off the bench over here crying about a foul. Boy, you only playing 2 minutes. So what you doing? Like what you talking?
True.
To the ref for? I feel like they should make a
just
rule.
Play the game, bro. Just play the game.
They should make a rule where the team captain should be able to go to the ref and talk. Everybody else, y'all got to stay away.
Just one guy.
One guy.
Yeah, just one guy.
Like if it's LeBron, LeBron's the only person to talk. AD can't talk. Nobody can talk. Only or do it this way. If LeBron is not playing, he's on the bench, and AD comes in. AD becomes now the floor captain.
Mm-hmm. I was just about to say that. Yeah, I was just about to say what.
But like everybody, like it's just crazy to me. Like we can't even play basketball without every time. Oh, you missed a layup. Oh, I'm crying. I'm running down they run on the fast break, and I'm still talking to the ref. Run like that doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got
a go back down and go play D.
Okay, I got a question for you. You're a Nets fan. KD's on your team. Some people have him the number one player right now. Other people have LeBron. Do you think him playing without Kyrie and possibly not Harden, can he beat this Bucks team? And if he doesn't beat this Bucks team, does that hurt him and his legacy?
Do you want me to talk as a fan or as a player, as a fan of the game?
Both.
As a fan of the game.
I know that your fan of the team answers are usually shorter. You can give that one and then you can give your other one.
Okay. As a fan of the team since I was forever born, I think we can.
You was born in New Jersey?
I said since I was forever born. I ain't say where I was born. That's the first team I ever seen play basketball. I ain't gonna lie to you. And that's when at 7 years old, and I fell in love. Jason Kidd,
so you mean to tell me if you was an hour late of watching the game, it could be any other team?
It could be, but at that moment, right time, I turned the TV on. Remember,
it could have been the Sacramento Kings, man.
I remember the sound and everything. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know the NBA.
Right.
Yeah. I turned and I looked at it. The first team I seen, I remember that game. It was the Nets, and I think they were playing New York at the time or something like that. The Knicks or something like that. And
so the Nets must have won for you to pick the Nets.
Yeah, they did.
It makes sense because we like winners.
What if the Knicks would have won? That would have been something.
I don't know, but it
just would have been a Knicks fan.
That's how I became a fan.
Wormhole, go back. Wormhole.
Okay.
But as a fan, I think we could still win because KD is the greatest scorer that we've ever seen. Not shooter, but greatest scorer. So KD, he's gonna do what he's gonna do, and all we need is Joe Harris to go ahead and knock 25. Because remember, we seen KD and Joe Harris play together, and they were able to dominate. You know what I'm saying? As long as KD's on the floor, everything is is possible. So I think we're able to win this game, especially because we home, so we have an advantage, and they give us enough time to kind of see if Harden will be back or if Kyrie will be back. You know what I'm saying? So this game, all we got to do is we lucky we home. We got the home crowd. Just make magic and then go from there. As a fan of the game, I also think Brooklyn could still win this series because of the fact that they have better shooters. Okay. You see, I ain't say we. I switched it up and I say they have better shooters. Y'all got to understand the game. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they could win the game regardless of the fact because of the shooting thing. Like,
okay.
If the only reason why I say they could win because shooting, that's if James Harden or Kyrie comes back.
Okay, so if you got the message to your phone, it say Harden and Kyrie is out for Game 5. Can KD win that game?
Yes, because we home.
Okay, so you just hoping for the
I'm going a game at a time
crowd to will y'all through.
Because I told y'all in the beginning, we lost twice to the Bucks at home, at their home. Then during the season, so I already had my mindset was already made that we was going to lose. We can't play there. We lost 2. It was 3 games we played. We won 1 at home, and then we lost 2 over there. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So it's obviously it shows we won 2 games at home and we lost 2 in the playoffs. In their home turf. So this is right here just tells me that obviously if we go Game 7, we're going to be in Brooklyn. We're going to win the series if we do go 7.
Okay. Does it hurt KD's legacy?
No. Okay. Nobody cares for KD's legacy, honestly.
Okay, I'm gonna break mine in. Like, you said you talked about as a fan of the Nets and a fan of the game. I'm gonna talk about more myself. I'm neither. Well, I am a fan of the game, but I'm not a Nets fan. I'm not a Nets fan, of course. So I'm gonna talk about how far as outside person looking in, and then a person that just very smart about the game. So very person smart about the game. I feel like KD can take over. I feel like yes, he's a walking 30. I don't care by himself, with the team, doesn't matter. I feel like he can make things happen. Now, outside person looking in, it's been a couple years that we've seen him without an actual shooter or an actual super team. This is the first time to me we see him by himself. I feel like it will taint his legacy because it's like, all right, you done got attitudes, you done troll on Twitter, you done talk, went back and forth with people talking about your game. You done had your iconic interview talking about y'all know who I am. Y'all know who I am. I'm KD. All right, then. If we know who you are. Can you do it? Can you actually go against a back-to-back MVP and beat the series? So I feel like it will take his legacy due to his personality and due to his talent and due to him, let's be real, we saying you the greatest player on the planet right now. So I feel like all this is a great storyline. I feel like this is a great storyline because also too, we had the Nets. Soon as the Nets, with KD and Kyrie, you say, okay, bet they're going to the finals. James Harden, oh, you're going to win the finals. Blake Griffin, oh, you may do back-to-back. And then, of course, Aldridge, God, God bless him, his family. I hope he's doing well. When he got on it, oh, this a top 5 dynasty. We said that with each player. Now it went right back to square zero, honestly. So
yeah, it was just KD, Kyrie. Everybody gone.
So it's ground zero, but it is still KD. So I'm the type of person, I'm not gonna sit here and hate and troll on him. Like, oh, I want him to lose so we can see what. Nah, I want him to show off. I want him to have a actual one of those 30 for 30 documentary playoff series stories. And I feel like this could be the potential one.
Yeah,
what I feel like is because we place him in the same category as other superstars, we just got to give him the same energy we give everybody else.
I agree.
And that everybody else person is LeBron James. So what they say about Bron when people go out and get hurt, he's LeBron James. He the best in the world. He got to do it. So KD, you the best in the world. You got to do it.
Yeah, you a better shooter than LeBron.
Everybody
so
knows.
No excuse.
Yeah, he's a way better shooter than LeBron. But what KD don't do is assists. What he don't do is get rebounds. Let's see if he can do everything else and then win the game. I want him to win the series by himself so they can be like, they can just talk very well about him. He's gonna go off. But what I feel like is in him going off, I don't think nobody else is gonna go off with him.
I think
that's what I feel. I feel like nobody else is gonna go off with him. I feel like he's gonna get his as usual because and I guess this is the best way to explain it. KD plays in the flow of the game, but somebody like LeBron is the flow of the game. See what I'm saying?
Just like James Harden. That's why James Harden is
he controls it. Exactly. Yeah. You have LeBron. He's almost everything combined in one. He's a little older now, so he might not be able to do it to the best of his ability as he used to. But what KD does, score the ball. He right there. You ain't ask him do nothing else. Just go out there, get 30, come back.
Playing defense now. Let's not forget.
No. I'm not taking defense away. I'm talking about it on the offensive side.
Okay.
As far as facilitating, who was that? You just said James Harden. That was James Harden.
I loved it when I seen it.
Another get a bucket guy was Kyrie. Now both of them are gone we just think that they're gonna be gone. So it's like, all right, KD, we're gonna ask you to do something else now. Let's see if you can do that. And like Diggie said, last time we seen him by himself was Thunder when Russ got hurt.
He still went off though.
But he ain't get nowhere.
He ain't get nowhere, but he went off. All we got to do is all we need to do is take a game at a time and then figure out.
Yeah.
We just got to win tomorrow.
Do I think he can still win this series? I think he still can win this series. Yeah. But it's like this is when you support. Now we're waiting for you to turn up on the series. Sitting back and just like they might win, they might not win, whatever. Cool. We waiting on winning this game right here. This is what we doing right now. Win this game right here. This is what they do to LeBron every game. Honestly, we're doing this to KD right here, right. Win this game.
He gonna have to have one of the games. What is the next game? What game 4? Game 5?
5. They 2-2.
5, 6, or 7. He gonna have to have the equivalent game like LeBron had game 6 with the Heat versus the Celtics. He gonna have to go off like that. One of those games, he gonna have to have one.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be game 5. You think this is the one that he turned up in?
Knowing that he's the only one on the court. I mean, we still got Blake. Let's not forget, Blake is a sleeper. Blake is gonna be the key factor.
We're not sleeping on Blake, but
I know superstar is KD.
Yeah,
but yeah, Blake is Blake, and Blake gonna do Blake stuff.
Yeah,
Blake gonna do Blake.
But I think it's gonna be a good one tomorrow.
Like think about this. Blake went off in one of those games. It was just like 16 points. See what I'm saying? But when KD goes off,
how many assists though, and how many rebounds?
But no. But what I'm saying is
he balled.
When KD goes off, it's a 40 piece.
Okay.
When Blake goes off, it's a little 16. See what I'm saying? But
it's a 16-10 and 7. I'm no 16 7 and 10.
That's a big deal.
Like it's a big deal. But it's different. You see what I'm saying? It's different.
It's not different when you're not even looked at as a third option. Imagine you a fourth option on the court and you get that kind of stat line. That's crazy. You gotta come on, man.
We gonna see it tomorrow. The update on the Clippers and Jazz, they up by 20.
Oh yeah, it's over. It's over.
Like I said, is when the Clippers ain't playing in a close game, wrap it up. This game over. Yeah. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. You think the Nets can still win this series? I think all of us basically think the Nets can still win this series.
It all depends on game. If I truly believe game 5 is going to be a win, but if they lose game 5, then
I'm gonna make a statement.
It all depends on they come back.
In absence of Benya for this episode, I'm gonna make a statement. No Kyrie, no James Harden. They can't win.
They can't win.
No Kyrie. No James Harden. They don't win.
Not even in game 5?
No Kyrie. That's how Big be putting his stamp on things. That's how Big do it right there. He let you know. You must say hear me when I said it. That's how he be talking. And when we ask a question, he just jump back into the answer.
Hey, yo, that's crazy. Oh man.
But man, we finna go ahead. We're gonna chop it up after I wrap up the episode. I am TJ the artist.
Hey man, I'm Stevie, the sports guru.
Hey, and our special guest. Say it one more time. My special guest.
I'm Diggie G. Yo.
For sure, man. And we out.
Peace.
Peace.